What is up, YouTube? It's Coffee Prodigy back from Beyond. Today, we got another episode of the No Money Spent series. We're gonna start this video off with some of the pulls we ended up getting from Onyx seasons and stuff like that. I played through the season. We still have one more season or two more seasons to play through, season 29, season 30. But we have been getting a lot of stuff from simulation. It's actually like a crazy amount of stuff. So let's go over the collection real quick. Let's filter out our Onyx cards. So first, started off, we ended up pulling Russell Westbrook. We ended up pulling let me exile this real quick. We ended up pulling this Alex Caruso. We ended up pulling this Jamal Murray, this Clint Capella, this Vince Carter right here, this Moses Malone, this Joel Embiid, and this Tim Duncan. I think that's all that we pulled. Yeah, that's all that we pulled. So yeah, we managed to pull quite a bit of honest cards. It hasn't really been that long since the recording of the last episode. I believe the last episode was uploaded on, I forget what day it was. It might have been uploaded on Tuesday. And then as of right now, we already have a whole bunch more honest cards. If we go over to the collection now, let's filter out our point guards real quick. So I think I want to make Russell Westbrook one of my top point guards because we have this Lakers shoe. Russell Westbrook with a three-point shot is like kind of really good in 2K Mobile. So I think we'll finish training up this Lakers shoe. We have it on the Magic right now. We're playing him in the Gauntlet, and we're gonna throw that onto the Russell Westbrook card. Probably gonna end up upgrading him. Doesn't seem like it'll be that hard to upgrade him. LaMelo is 40/40 power at level 3. Russell is 40/11, and I don't think LaMelo's even like maxed out. He's actually pretty close to being maxed out at level 42. So I think, but in reality, I think just upgrade Russell Westbrook to like level 3 and then throw the Lakers show onto him, and then he will have that boost. And then for the other point guard, what I'm thinking is I want to use Magic Johnson. What we will probably end up doing is using this Kyrie for upgrades because we do have another Kyrie. We just craft a Kyrie because he is craftable like Sapphire Ring. So I think I'm gonna do that, and then use the other one, and then try to find another M's card to upgrade that Magic Johnson, because I'm actually liking Magic Johnson a lot more since I have to use him because he is like the point guard that we're using right now. Because like we need a high power point guard because our Gauntlet team right now. If we go over to it real quick, let's select this, and then we will come over here, take the Shaq out, throw the Shaq back in over here. I'm not sure who was the power for. I think it was Tim Duncan. Yeah, it was this Tim Duncan right here. So yeah, this is our Gauntlet team right now. And we got Magic, Penny Hardaway, Elgin Baylor, Tim Duncan, and Shaq. We still have, go over to the Gauntlet, but we still have a day and 20 hours left in the Gauntlet, so we have a little bit more time. We're closing in on that Shaq. We'll go over to the Gauntlet in just a second. But yeah, we need like quite a high team to actually be able to play through the Gauntlet, and this team is like good enough. Sometimes I have to like put my phone on auto, so it's just a good like have a team where you just like put your phone on auto and then put it back in your pocket, stuff like that. Because I'm not technically supposed to be on my phone at work, but yeah, we got this decent team. We're getting this shoe up right here for the Shaq as well. I think I'm gonna end up go back over to selection. We're gonna throw that onto the Arvidas Sabonis. I think we need to upgrade him to level 3. Same thing with this Wilt. I'm not sure if I want to even upgrade Wilt anymore because I feel like between Wilt and Shaq, I feel like Shaq is just better. So I think I might. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I think we might end up switching it over to, instead of upgrading Wilt, upgrading this Joel Embiid, because I actually really like Joel Embiid's gameplay. Especially if we like manage to get like a Sixers shoe. We don't have one right now, but if we manage like a Sixers shoe that boosts his 3-point shot, then like Joel Embiid is like really good with 3-point shot boost as well. Especially in like offline gameplay where it's like a lot easier to time his release and stuff like that. So we might end up doing that. If we go over to power forwards real quick, what I'm thinking about doing is we will probably just upgrade this Tim Duncan to level 2, and then we'll have this Tim Duncan. We'll keep this Tim Duncan in here in the lineup. Once we get Chris Webber, once we reach a reward, we probably will not end up claiming him for a cool minute. For one, I don't really like Chris Webber's gameplay that much, and I feel like he gets too much of a power boost anyway. So we'll keep the Tim Duncans here, and then the Chris Bosh will probably just like get obsoleted. We'll probably use him for something else. We'll probably use him for upgrades or something. So I don't really want Chris Bosh in my lineup that much. And then I think what we're going to do, the choice was between upgrading Josh Smith and upgrading this Kevin Garnett. What I'm thinking I'm actually going to do, surprisingly, is actually going to upgrade this Josh Smith. Josh Smith, we already have what Kevin Garnett can do in the lineup. He's rebounding, he's defending, he's good mid-range shooting. That we have that in Tim Duncan right now. So, and it'll take a lot more to upgrade this Kevin Garnett than it would for the Josh Smith, or than it would for So if we upgrade Kevin Garnett, then we can't upgrade Josh Smith. If we upgrade Josh Smith, we can't upgrade Kevin Garnett. So I think we'll just upgrade the Josh Smith instead. I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to actually use the Kevin Garnett for the upgrades, but Josh Smith is going to be the card that we do end up upgrading because of his 3-point shot. So he can just be a player that we have that sits in the corner. We have a pretty good shoe on him as well because we got boosted his rebounding because he is kind of a short power forward. So we got to max out his rebounding, then put one into his 3-point shot. So if we ever need like a stretch 4, then that's what Josh Smith would be for. We already have like Kevin Garnett's role on the lineup already, so we don't really need the Kevin Garnett as much anymore. We go over to centers. We already went over the centers and small forwards. Same thing still going on with the small forwards. We still have to upgrade them, kind of. I'm not sure. We probably won't be have Vince Carter for that much longer. It'll probably be one of the cards we use for upgrades. But yeah, we still have LeBron, Scotty Barnes, and KD here. I guess Mikal Bridges is technically here right now too, since he's still in the lineup. Since he's, I believe he's like, I don't think he's our highest small forward anymore. So actually, we use Mikal Bridges to upgrade somebody with, so we are able to simulate Onyx seasons now. For shooting guard, we still have to upgrade this Penny Hardaway. I'm not sure what we're going to do because I feel like we need a third one. We don't like have any options for like a third one right now. So we gotta hopefully at some point we end up getting a third one. Tracy McGrady is 5607 power. Let's clear this real quick. And the honest cards that are coming out right now are around like 59. So that's, I don't know what we're gonna do about that. Tracy McGrady is at level 3. I do plan on upgrading to level 4 though. So we're probably gonna upgrade that Tracy McGrady at some point. But yeah, let's go over to the Gauntlet. If we go over ahead, hop into here. I haven't been playing that much because obviously like I have to like go to work and stuff like that. But we have been trying to play a decent amount. We have a day and 20 hours left. We're closing in on the Bill Russell. We'll have a 40% boost for the rest of the event. We still have our 2 doublers. Once we end up reaching these League Legends collectibles, we'll use those doublers along with like a ×3 thing. Probably end up using those to craft like let's go over the sets real quick. So we'll base it off of that. Probably can we craft Dennis Johnson and let's go over Dennis Johnson is 2 collectibles. Jalen Rose is 2. Yeah, we can't do that. So we'll probably end up crafting Dennis Johnson. I like Dennis Johnson or Jalen Rose. I like Dennis Johnson actually a lot because his defense is actually pretty good. So we're probably gonna crafting Dennis Johnson, and then we'll throw him here to replace the Penny Hardaway. By the time we get those collectibles, we should like be able to like lock into like actually playing the game since I'm off on Sunday. So yeah, we should be able to play quite a bit today as well. Hopefully by the end of the day, we're around like just closer to the collectibles, and then the last day we can only need like 25k points. Then we can finish off that Chris Webber. We also have a total of 4 full energy recharges. I'm actually gonna buy one more since we do have the coins to do it. So go ahead and do that real quick. That's basically what I recommend spending your coins on if you are no money spent. Just use it on the energy recharges. It's like the best way to spend your coins. Do we have also we got the reward for, did I claim it? Hopefully I claimed it. I did not claim it. Oh my goodness. All right, so we actually have a locker code right now. I'm not sure if this video is going to come out before the locker code expires. Is it a locker code? It's a redeem code in this game. So I'm not sure if this video is going to come out before it actually expires, but we do have this Captain Clay locker code. Definitely recommend entering it, obviously, because one, even if you like you don't like Clay Thompson that much, you can like the energy recharges, which is actually worth it. So yeah, I do recommend claiming that. He's probably like our best shooting guard as far as like if you want to like have like a really good head-to-head line, he's probably like our best shooting guard. Maybe besides like Penny Hardaway, because I really like Penny Hardaway's defense, or Tracy McGrady or something like that. But like he's one of our best shooting guards right now as far as like head-to-head gameplay and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll be back with the Gauntlet progress, I guess, and then we'll go over if we do end up pulling any more honest card. But yeah, I'll be back with some more progress on this account. All right, so we're back. As you guys can see on your screen right now, we did end up pulling a couple onyxes while we were off camera. This is like, it's been a day. It's like we last recorded probably even like less than a day. So we ended up pulling De'Aaron Fox from Seasons. We pulled Trae Young from the draft board, and we pulled Devin Booker from Seasons. I feel like our onyx pull rate from Seasons has been pretty high. We also managed to get ourselves enough rings to be able to craft an onyx card with those rings. Basically, it was a choice between crafting a center, which our center right now is Shaq. The onyx ring center is the Ben Wallace. I feel like Shaq is probably just better, so we're just gonna keep Shaq. And then it was the other position we were gonna think about was crafting was the power forward, which we are gonna craft. We're gonna craft that Sean Kemp. We have Tim Duncan. We have another Tim Duncan. We have Josh Smith. I think we're just gonna craft Sean Kemp. I feel like Sean Kemp is a pretty good gameplay card. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and craft him right now, actually, and then we'll go ahead and lock him onto the team. I think I will throw him into the Gauntlet lineup because I think he might be a better gameplay card than the Tim Duncan. I don't know yet, so we're gonna test him out in there. But we'll go over to the Gauntlet right now. So you guys can see we just completed a streak. We are currently at a total of 53,475 points. We just now got our collectibles. We're gonna go ahead and claim those collectibles right now. We go over to our current lineup. We have a 40% boost. We have a small forward in the center from the, of course, Elgin Baylor and Bill Russell, both the progression awards. So let's go over to collection. We just crafted we can only craft a total of 3 different players. So we can either craft Jalen Rose, which we already have a small forward, craft Bill Walton, which we already have a center. So the only real option is to craft Center Johnson, and he is also in the sets. We still have one more collectible left. So once the main domination comes around, we do have to try to get those collectibles in there. So if we do want to complete that Isaiah Thomas set, yeah, I'm gonna throw Dennis Johnson into here. Now we're also going to use our what's the name, the doublers and stuff like that. Since this is our max boost lineup before we can actually get the Chris Webber. I think we might use a doubler and a 3 times energy. I'm not sure. We're going to use a doubler and 3 times energy on the last quarter for the first 2 games, which is kind of why we waited to claim him. We might have to throw Penny Hardaway back in for the last couple games of this streak because they have some pretty high power teams, as you guys can see. Our team right now is 39.94. Once we get to like game 6, it gets pretty close to our power. Once we get to game 7, it's pretty close to our power as well. So we might end up throwing the Penny Hardaway or even the Trace McGrady back into the lineup. I think that these are basically our highest players. We might take like Melo out and then throw him in here towards the end. And then the Sean Kemp also, yeah, we can throw the Sean Kemp in there. I want to test out how good Sean Kemp's gameplay was compared to Tim Duncan. Because I've actually been having to play with my team. So just so we make sure we don't lose any quarters. So we're also going to test out how good the Sean Kemp is compared to the Tim Duncan. I think we want to boost his defending, or do we want to boost his rebounding? The Giannis mentor boosts his defending and strength. So go ahead, boost his rebounding instead. So yeah, this is the lineup as of right now. We're also going to train him up a little bit. We'll do that a little bit later. We're almost done with this shoe for this Magic Johnson. So we might just permanently throw LaMelo Ball into the lineup because I believe he has a higher power than the Magic Johnson. He might not be actually because he has a mentor on. Let's see. Let's go take his mentor off. He's at 56, 63. Yeah, he has a higher power than Magic Johnson. He also has a mentor on the Magic Johnson. So we might take the Magic out and throw LaMelo in for the power advantage. And then the only other thing that we might do is we're gonna obviously train up Sean Kemp. We'll also train up this Dennis Johnson. One thing I'm noticing is that we don't have as many sapphire rings and stuff like that. I don't know. It feels like last season they were more considerate about like giving people sapphire rings like draft boards and stuff like that. So even if you weren't playing seasons, even like sapphire, emeralds, gold rings, stuff like that, even if you weren't on those seasons, you still had options to. You're still able to craft the cards that you need for like the sets and collections and stuff like that. This season, I feel like they aren't doing the same thing. If we go over to our collection right now, Dennis Johnson, we only have 22 more sapphire rings. We did use 15, so we did end up crafting that Kyrie Irving right there. So we might end up using that other one that we have for upgrades that we did mention. But yeah, I'll be back. I do feel like they need to improve the drop rate of the emerald and sapphire rings from the draft board. But yeah, I'll be back. Hopefully with the top award with this Chris Webber. If we go over to our energy right now, we have a total of 5 rechargers, and then we have 2 doublers. So we should be able to get this Chris Webber card. We'll see. But yeah, I'll be back hopefully with showing you guys that we did end up getting him. All right, so we are back. As you guys can see, there's about 52 minutes left in the gauntlet. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop into the gauntlet, see our progress. And as you guys can see, we did end up completing the event. Right here, we have the Chris Webber right here. There's only one more second to this video. We got the Chris Webber. We of course are going to get the collectibles from the leaderboard thing, and then that is going to give us a total of, how many collectibles do we have right now? We have a total of 1 collectible right now. So that's going to give us a total of 4 collectibles we are probably going to use to craft both the Bill Walton and the Jalen Rose. And then if we go over to sets right here, actually I might use it to craft the Jason Kidd because we don't have a point guard now that I think about it. But we will probably use those to craft the Jason Kidd. Well, we won't be able to craft him right now. Probably have to craft him by the time next event rolls around because we already have a small forward and a center, so we don't need boost for the lineup. So our next goal is the point guard, obviously. So yeah, we'll probably craft the Jason Kidd instead of crafting the Jalen Rose and the Bill Walton right now. But the reason I said there's going to be another part to this video is because we have one more event coming up that I want to show what we end up doing. So we have the upcoming event is going to be mini domination event. With the reason why that's important because we need the collectibles from that event if we want to be able to reach a top award, or if we want to be able to get that Isaiah Thomas from the sets. So what we're basically doing right now is that we're taking off all of our mentors. I'm thinking that I don't think there's anybody we can actually throw into the lineup for boost. Yeah, because the only person that there would be Elgin Baylor. I don't really want to upgrade Elgin Baylor like that. And then Dennis Johnson's too low. Bill Russell will take too many Amethyst cards, and I don't think that we have enough players for him. So I think that we just go ahead and upgrade nobody and just build out 2 lineups. So let's go ahead, autofill the first team. So as you guys can see, I need to actually take all of our mentors off. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take all of our mentors off, and then around the time the event comes around, then I will show you guys what upgrades we end up making before the event. I kind of have an idea of what upgrades I want to make. For one, we'll probably end up upgrading that Russell Westbrook to level 3, where that LaMelo Ball is right now. We're probably gonna first we need to take all our mentors off. I'm probably gonna throw my mentors back on actually, so we can still be able to simulate seasons. So I'm pretty sure we need them to simulate seasons, but we're gonna go ahead and take all of them off for now, and then we'll throw them back on to simulate seasons. So yeah, as of right now, they're all off. And then we'll go over here. This is our highest lineup with the Vince Carter. Actually, it might not be our highest lineup because actually no, yeah, that is our highest lineup because Magic is lower than the what's the name, the LaMelo Ball. I'm probably gonna go ahead and upgrade Vince Carter away into that Russ Westbrook, but yeah, I'll just go over. We'll go over the upgrades once we come back because we are going to make a little bit of upgrade just to make sure we get top war in. Or not, we don't need to get top war, just to make sure we get those collectibles in the upcoming event. I believe that we need at least, let's go over to the collection. Jason Kidd takes 6. The Bill Walton, the Jalen Rose take a total of 3. So the next event is going to give us 3 collectibles plus 1 from the leaderboard, and we need a total of what will be how many more collectibles will we need? 6, and then these guys take 3, so it'll be 9, and then we're gonna get 1 for this event, so we will have 2. So we'll need 7 collectibles total, and so we'll need all the collectibles basically. So from the upcoming mini domination event, we need those collectibles from that progression award. We also need the 4 collectibles from the event. So we need to make sure we get all the collectibles. So we need to make sure we reach the reward in the mini domination event. But yeah, I'll be back once we have the mini domination event at least ready to open and like so we can jump into it, and then we'll make our upgrades once that comes around. All right, so we are back. As you guys can see, go ahead and look in our collection. Actually, if we go over to the home screen, we have entered the mini domination event. Only thing that we end up changing before we enter the mini domination event is that we got rid of the Vince Carter, we got rid of the Mikal Bridges. You guys are gonna see a screenshot on the screen right now. We end up using those cards to upgrade the Penny Hardaway. And that's basically all I want to show right now. We're not actually end up making upgrades to this account, but I don't have enough time to make the upgrades because I have to leave in like a little bit. So we're probably going to end up. So as far as what we'll probably end up doing is that we will probably end up upgrading this Tracy McGrady. The main upgrades will upgrade our shooting guard. So we're going to upgrade Tracy McGrady to level 4. And then we're probably going to upgrade the Penny Hardaway to level 3 because we need to make sure we end up reaching those collectibles. If we go to sets, the Isaiah Thomas, we need those collectibles to get the Isaiah Thomas. And then if we get the Isaiah Thomas, then we will have our 3rd point guard. I guess we'll have a 4th because I'll still plan on upgrading Russell Westbrook. So yeah, we'll have, I guess we'll at least have 3 point guards. And then for every single other position, we have 2 besides the shooting guard. So we got to figure out how we can get a 3rd shooting guard. That's one thing we need to figure out. And then also what I might end up doing is I might end up using that Kobe Bryant and the Kyrie Irving to upgrade the Tracy McGrady that we have right there. For the small forward, no, really not anything there. For small forwards, actually helping us out a lot because since our small forwards aren't that high, we can just like swap in. Like if we like pull like an Onyx small forward from like the seasons or something like that, or if we like craft them, which you don't have no collectibles to craft them right now. But if we manage to get a Onyx small forward, or we don't have to really do anything about our small forwards because of how low they are, and we already have like their position set in stone. For the power forward, they are already where they are. I might end up upgrading Sean Kemp and Tim Duncan to level 2 between now and before the event starts. And then for the centers, we actually need to do something about the centers. We need at least a 2nd center, so I need to figure out if our VS one at level 3 will get the Shaq's power. And if we have enough, I need to figure out if the Wilt Chamberlain at level 3 will actually, yeah, we're gonna build 2 teams because we don't have a 3rd shooting guard. So yeah, I need to figure out if the Wilt Chamberlain or if the RVS one at level 3 just get the Shaq's power. So we'll end up building 2 teams like that, and then we'll have these 2 teams right here. Moses Malone is not going to be here anymore. I used Moses Malone because we needed some honest cards to get rid of, which was the Vince Carter and the Mikal Bridges that we ended up having. So we needed to use Moses Malone to get rid of those. So yeah, I'll be back. Probably it's going to be the last section of this video. I'll be back with another episode pretty soon. Also, let me know down in the comment section. Should I have made this episode 2 episodes? I feel like this episode is kind of long. So let me know down in the comments. Should I make this episode 2 different episodes? Because I do feel like it was kind of long. But yeah, it's going to be it for this video. We're going to go ahead and make our upgrades. I'll screenshot every single upgrade to show you guys what they look like on the next video. But yeah, if you guys did the video, drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new, and peace out.